Hey all, welcome to this session wherein we are going to discuss about corals in general, right? So probably you have heard about this term corals. What are they? You know what? They are the marine organism, right? So in this session, we are going to observe basic factual things regarding the corals, all right? So let's move on to the fact that what do we mean by corals in general? So corals, what are they? These are very tiny marine mammals. Technically, see, these animals are called polyps. Now, what happens is that they are the one who are animals and they live, they are very colorful. Wherever you will see these corals, they are extremely colorful. How come these color comes to them? See, the reason behind the coming of color is the algae species, which is called zooxanthellae. What happens is that these animals, that is coral polyps, makes a relation with these algae which are called zooxanthellae, and that relationship is mutual relationship where you are also getting benefited out of it, I'm also getting benefited out of it. For example, if I'm making this lesson for you, right, how you are getting benefited out of it? You are getting this lesson absolutely free of cost. And how do I am getting benefited from you? Because you are knowing to get my name that yes, Shubhodip sir is teaching this. So I will be in future also, I will be happy to take guidance from Shubhodip sir, right? So this is a two-way benefit. So this is what kind of relation that I had with you. This is a mutual relationship. So that is what being said here, that if I talk about the corals, then they secrete calcium carbonate. How do they basically see? How do they form their body? Like for example, when you were small, when you took the birth, you are this much, right? Now you are this much, right? So how come this happened? Because you have taken food. Those food have generated cells and tissues inside you. That's why your size has grown up, right? Likewise, how do they grow up? They grow by the help of calcium carbonate. With the help of calcium carbonate from the water, they make their skeletons, all right? So why that is being written, that they are submarine features which lives in mutual relations as well. And how do the mutual relation works? If I am studying you, then how you are getting benefited from me? Because you are getting education from me. How I am getting benefited from you? Because I am getting recognition from you, right? Likewise, what zooxanthellae offers to the coral polyps? Zooxanthellae offers energy because they are the one who makes food for the this thing, right? Organism, and they also safeguard them from disease. What is the corals that they offers? See, they get a protective environment because see, they get just the host, right? And they also get nutrients, right? So that is what being said here, that now let's come on to the different characteristics of this coral is that they thrive only in tropical ocean, and that too within the confinement range of 25-degree north latitude to 25-degree south latitude. Is that clear? And they are again shallow water organisms. They always live inside the water. Now, why do they find on only tropical region? Why don't we get to find them in polar oceans? Because in the polar oceans, the temperature is very less, right? So in very low temperature, they don't survive. In fact, in upcoming sessions, when we will be discussing more about corals, when we'll get to see about what are coral reefs, what are coral bleaching, right? How coral reefs are formed from fringing reef to barrier reef to atolls, right? So in those things, we will be also be discussing that what are the different salinity factors are also there, which are eventually influencing the the corals availability. All right. So corals are shallow water organisms. That is, they live inside the water. They live in group or colonies, and they always form calcareous shells around them by extracting the salt from the seawater. They form calcium salt. See, we know that salt water, ocean waters are saline, and in saline water there are different kind of things that are being mixed there, right? So they extract the calcium salt out of it and they make their shells from this, right? So this is all about the discussion that we had for corals. Again and again, I'm telling you, if you at all want any from us any other lessons to be discussed, please write it in the comment section below. We'll be happy to discuss it with you, right? This is all about the discussion. Thank you.